start with your corners. I don't know what you graded Nate and Jaden and Toriano up at Wake, but it's been a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
And how would you kind of grade them over the last 2 games and then at Boston College, just in terms of how they've played? And how did you kind of grade them at Wake?
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember numerically, but I'm imagine it wouldn't be very high. But the trend is definitely upward on those guys. Been a great 2 weeks, just learning how to prepare, learning how to practice, young guys coming in, you have to teach them everything, how to study film, what they're looking for on the screen, big picture wise, this is why you need to play your technique this way, this is where your help is on this coverage. So just been a huge learning process for everyone involved, and definitely the trend's going upward, and couldn't be more excited. The 2 weeks, their hard work definitely showed off on Saturday night, so it's been really good to see.
So you brought Makuba back, and then he gets ejected. He was playing a little bit of corner for you. Saturday, he's kind of back at the safety spot, and you had to rely on those young guys. And Fred came back in.
Yeah.
How has Fred responded to everything that's gone on?
Yeah, Fred played really good Saturday night in his role. I think he may have had 20-something snaps. I don't remember off the top of my head, but really played solid. Did some really good things, and I thought the game plan called for Makuba playing safety this week, so that's where we put him, and it obviously worked out.
Can you walk us through XT's performance back in action, and just in limited snaps, you're still able to make a huge impact on the game? Just walk us through what that meant for the team and for your defense.
Yeah, no question. Like he said in his post-game press conference, we were unsure of his status up until kickoff, basically, and just excited to get him back going, and just whatever role and how his progression is this week, and see how many snaps he gets Saturday night. But just his speed off the edge, his quickness, it's uncommon, and just really cool to see him get that opportunity. Just having to be patient. He had such a great off season. He really changed his body and his mindset, and has really matured into a great leader for that group. And so just, cool to see the patience pay off, and cool to see him get those 2 sacks and another hit, I think. So really productive night for him.
Can you describe your level of confidence now with coaching this defense after, this is probably one of the best start to finish defensive performances you guys have had all year long?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every week is a new challenge. Every week's a new game plan. And, everybody just learning what our guys can do best, what they feel confident in, and knowing my strengths and just figuring things out. And just been a crazy few weeks, and really the only third normal week of preparation. So just trying to get consistency and find our groove, and, hopefully the results keep showing up on Saturdays.
Is the expectation for Brian to be playing on Saturday?
Yeah, I think he posted something on Twitter. I just got out of a meeting, so I don't even know the news, to be honest. I just feel like we just show up and coach whoever's available. It's been a crazy few weeks with injuries and guys in and out of the lineups, and whoever's available, we're going to give them our best this week and coach the crap out of them, and let's roll on Saturday.
When you going back to the corners really fast, when you see a guy like Nate make the play in the end zone that he made, where he's running stride for stride with the guy, his head's not turned around because he's trying to stay with him, and then at the last second he makes a great play on the ball. Teaching moment as well, and saying, yeah, that's the way you have to do it, way to trust your technique. Or
yeah, definitely, that's a big time play. You got double moved, and young guys at times their eyes go in the backfield, and just unbelievable play. Probably as big a play that play and the 4th down stop right after, really pivotal play in the game. Really created momentum, and I thought that was huge.
is there anybody that you used on Zane more than the other, or did you just kind of bracket him with everybody?
We just kind of mixed and matched our game plan, and nothing in particular stood out.
What about a story about Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and people say he's just a very quiet guy naturally. Obviously, he's playing that middle linebacker position now. How have you seen him grow in terms of vocally adjusting, helping his teammates adjust and then making calls and all that.
Yeah, definitely. He has more personality than it probably shows. When he's in the linebacker setting and out there with the defense, he is more vocal and he's gaining more and more confidence every week. And just learning to quarterback the defense and control the game, and really cool to see him. He prepares as good as anybody on our team, and really works at it, and really cool to see all that come to fruition for him.
Yeah, so I talked to his dad, and obviously he goes point by point with him, even on the practice reps, in terms of like what you can do. I mean, can you tell he's getting that feedback, and do you like that he has that resource kind of on the side?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, his dad was such a great player for a long time, and just valuable experience from his perspective, no doubt. Just adds to what we're instilling as well.
What's been the biggest, I guess, learning curve for Trenton? Sort of big picture, 6 games in, looking back at him making that position switch, and what's the hardest thing you think making that kind of?
Yeah, he's gaining more confidence every week as well, and just becoming more comfortable and natural at the position. If you just look back over his progression, in high school, running back, edge defender where he rushed off the edge, then like the past 2 years here, just playing, 2020, we had him at D-end at times in our speed packages and stuff, and just played nickel as well. So complete transition to the box. There's some carryover, but there's a lot of things that are different. Your vision is different. What you're keying is different. Your pass coverage is obviously different. And then, from a pressure standpoint, you're rushing off the edge more so out there, and now you're in the A and B gaps internally, or even off the edge at times. So just getting a feel for the whole complete game, understanding run fits, that's a big part of playing inside backer that it doesn't show up a lot of times on stats, but if you misfit one, that thing's going in a hurry. And so just, there's no one that's worked harder this offseason, just learning the position, putting in time, studying the game, and just learning and working at it, and really, really pleased to see him continue to progress.
Coach, you guys talk about owning the middle 8 minutes right before and after the half. A lot of that's defense too. Why is that the best time to kind of take control of a game?
Yeah, I don't have all the statistics and stuff off the top of my head, but 2 minutes before the half, that's, you always talk about situational football defensively, being great in those situations and stuff. And, I think being able to make stops before the half, creates momentum for your team. And then obviously when you have the opportunity to score at a 2-minute drive going into half, that momentum carries over as well. And especially if you get the first drive of the third quarter, just the momentum, statistics, it's unreal. I think is it 60-2? 60-2 or something when we've won the middle 8. And just the momentum and the mindset, the confidence, a lot of that, the belief, and just all that, statistics show that it's a game changer.
And you could feel the difference with the guys at halftime if both sides have had a good finish to it.
Yeah, definitely. You just look in the guys' eyes and you just see that confidence and just belief that, hey, we're going to go out the second half and set the tone.
You mentioned you learned about yourself as well. What have you learned over the first 6 games of this?
Yeah, I know that just to block out all the outside noise and just continue to stay focused on the process. Don't worry about others' opinions. Just keep doing what and see what's best, or what you feel is best for our team, and just to continue to work at it. And I've learned to be more demanding, not demeaning, but demanding, and raise the intensity level. You may not see that on the sidelines per se, but at practice, halftime adjustments and stuff, and just more demanding of others, and just gaining confidence, you know, I feel like the guys as well have a better understanding of my play calling and my expectations and stuff, and just all the chemistry and cohesion that goes with that as well.
Am I right that you were in the box in previous years?
Well,
Or sometime maybe it was
yeah, when I was first at Clemson, but whenever I came back, they had that new rule, and my time limit was up, so I was on the sidelines since I got back in 2018.
So I was talking with Coach one time, and he said sometimes that when you move into that play caller role, it's getting used to the chaos that's around you down there. Was that any kind of, because you've been on the sidelines, was that any kind of transition for you? Where you just,
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
You know, you have those headsets on, and you really block out the noise and outside world, and you're just kind of focused on the task at hand.
So what do you hear from Mickey? He's down in distance, their formation. What's he feeding to you?
Yeah, offensive personnel, like thoughts, just as much information as he can give me, and you know, I'm looking as well how they're lining up, what the tempo is, that sort of thing. Just getting a feel for, hey, where's a certain guy lining up in the formation, and just trying to make mental notes, and you just get a feel for, hey, this is a shot down. You can just sense the tempo, or hey, this looks like pass, this looks like run and stuff. I think you just get a real good feel for it at times as well.
Kind of like Travis, how many headaches does he give you with his ability to, with his jitterbug ability, I guess, to make you wrong even when you're practicing?
Yeah, no question. It'll be a huge challenge this week. You know, obviously his ability to extend plays and him being a major factor in the run game for them. And just, you know, he's gained experience, you know, growing more as a passer as well. So just be a huge, tremendous challenge, and got to do a great job with scramble lanes and zone drops underneath. We got to have vision so we can come up and tackle as well.
Trey Williams is a guy who's been in and out with injuries. I mean, when he is healthy and playing at his top level, I mean, is there anything in particular that he does add to the defense?
Oh, no question about it. You know, he's very hard to block. You know, he's quick twitch. He can move. He plays with great pad level and just really strong at the point of attack. So he adds a lot of value to our defense when he's in there.
Any questions for Coach from Zoom?
Hey, Coach Goodwin. This is Anna Adams with Clemson 24/7. Coach Sweeney mentioned last night that guys in the back end are getting hands on balls, but maybe the next step would be coming down with that interception or picking it off. How do you emphasize that going forward, kind of taking that next step?
Yeah, I mean, we emphasize that every day in practice, you know, going against the scout team and just playing the ball in the air. You know, we emphasize it in fundamentals. You know, you do down the field drills with DBs where they're breaking up passes or playing the ball in the air. So just continue to harp on the basics, and, you know, at the end of the day, they just got to finish on the ball.
Anyone else for Coach?
You talk about the balance between being demanding, not demeaning. I mean, how do you figure out that I have to demand more, and how do you find that line between the two so it's not demeaning, it's more demanding?
Yeah, demanding. You're trying to get them to raise the level of play, attention to detail, the focus, the intensity, all that. Where demeaning, you're attacking the person versus the process or the action. So just, you know, coach them hard, love them even harder. You know, so just demanding, do it right.
Coach, do the defensive backs still do the drill with they're wearing boxing gloves? You guys still do that?
Yeah, we use that during one-on-ones against the offense just to keep from, you know, grabbing, you know, just stress moving the feet, and play a man technique with your feet.
Florida State, the three-headed kind of monster at running back, great tall wide receivers. Jordan is not a guy that wants to run. He wants to throw, but he can use his legs. Kind of problems do they really present for you in terms of they can kind of do a little bit of everything?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a total package offense. You know, they returned 7 starters and added some huge pieces through the transfer portal, And, you know, obviously we know Jordan, number 8's as good of a running back as we've faced all year. You know, we'll see what his injury status is after the game. I think he had a shoulder or something on Saturday night against NC State. And then receivers, obviously 14's got the tremendous size. And those other guys, the kid from Oregon does a great job in the slot. He's a really, really good player. And number 80 is a solid player, does a lot of things well, can take the top off the defense. You know, McDonald at tight end, he's very savvy, really experienced, has played a lot of ball. And then up front, you know, they're, I think, 3 starters, the transfer from South Carolina, another transfer at guard. So really do a great job in the run game and can attack you downfield as well.
Currently sits second nationally in run defense. What's kind of worked for you guys? Is it because teams are attacking through the air so much because they sense that's where to go, or do you think, yeah, we've actually played it really well when it's been?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've done a lot of good things in the run game up front. I think our longest run has been the 25-yard scramble against Hartman and Wake Forest. Other than that, like it's 10 or 11 yards, I think is the longest maybe, or 12 or something. But yeah, just, you know, you talk about being a physical defense, you know, making teams one-dimensional, you know, eliminate the run game, and then, you know, on the flip side of that, we've been so great against the run. We're almost to the top of most passes defended on the year. I think we moved up a few more ranks, so maybe we're like 4th or something. But just got to continue to limit explosive passes. You know, I look at yards per attempt more so as a judge versus yards per game. You know, that's a true judge, I think, because you know, our pass defense, we're in the 90s, but yards per attempt we're more in the 30s, I think. So that's more of a true judge of really how you're doing versus the run or pass.
Did you bring more pressure than normal Saturday night?
Yeah, I think so. So I was looking at that yesterday. Maybe I don't know what the percentage was, but I felt like I was pressuring just about every snap.
When you go into a game missing what you were on the back end, do you have to sort of swallow hard going, we better get home?
Not necessarily. It depends on the coverage that you're playing behind it, and not necessarily putting them in a stressful situation as well.
All right. Thank you, Coach.